Today, we're gonna talk about the top 10 valuable collectible toys. For this list, we're looking at even more of the most valuable toys out there. Number 10. She-Ra and Swiftwind Action Figure Pack. In the mid-80s, Mattel's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe series was one of the dominant forces on toy shelves. Mattel introduced the She-Ra spin-off, which was intended to bring women and girls into the normally male-dominated He-Man market. The rarest and most coveted item from this line is this 2-pack featuring the titular hero and her faithful winged steed in a crystal variant, which has been valued at a cool $400. Number 9. Original Furby. The hottest toy sensation of 1998, this electronic doll had parents stampeding their way through department stores in droves just to make their children's Christmas dreams come true. When first taken out of the package and switched on, the furry friends initially spoke a language called Furbish, but gradually added English words and phrases to their repertoire. The toy has been re-released with more advanced technology in recent years, driving up prices for the original, particularly ones with rare color patterns, which can go for up to $500. Number 8. Molly McIntyre American Girl Doll. This toy line has gone on to inspire a truly dedicated fandom. The dolls are aimed at a high-end market, with just one doll and their accompanying book usually going for around $95 new, making secondary market prices high to say the least. If the doll is discontinued, as was the case with Molly, the price can really jump. Dolls from the original Blythe line are regularly listed at $800 or more. Number 7. Transformers Original Optimus Prime. Undoubtedly one of the most beloved toy lines of the 20th century, Hasbro's Transformers have ascended from toy store staples to cultural icons. Verified vintage copies of the original Optimus Prime toy can be found for hundreds and sometimes even thousands of dollars, depending on how many of the original parts are intact and, if it's still in the original packaging, what shape the box is in. Mint condition, in box, it's valued at $1,800. Number 6. Hot Wheels Hot Pink Beatnik Bandit. Like any long-lived toy line, this iconic brand of metal toy cars have their fair share of rarities to be sought out by collectors and enthusiasts, and the rarest of them all is this color variant of a car first marketed in 1968. A scale reproduction of a custom car made by hot rod legend Ed Roth, the toy was briefly released in blazing hot pink in an attempt to appeal to young girls. The plan didn't quite work, and the color was discontinued, making this item exceedingly rare and highly sought after. Loose, they can sell for upwards of $1,000. In the original blister pack, over $15,000. Number 5. G.I. Joe Manimals Vortex. In 1994, the G.I. Joe A Real American Hero line was cancelled, finally loosening the kung fu grip that Hasbro's marketing juggernaut had held on the wallets of American children for over a decade. Before the line finally got the axe, several new sublines of toys were in development, including one that introduced alien monsters to the otherwise military-themed franchise. Though never officially released, some early examples of this line have made their way onto the secondary market where they demand high prices from Joe collectors. Number 4. First Edition Barbie. When it comes to toys aimed at young girls, the Barbie doll is pretty much the be-all and end-all. Today, she's the face of the most famous line of dolls to hit the market, but back in 1959, creator Ruth Handler probably didn't know what she was creating when she designed and marketed the first Barbie doll, a simple doll in a zebra-striped swimsuit. Over 50 years later, that same doll is one of the most valuable dolls on the collector's market, regularly selling for thousands of dollars, with one even selling for over $27,000 at an auction in May of 2006. Number 3. Darth Vader with double telescoping lightsaber. By today's standards, the first plastic iterations of Han, Luke, and of course Darth Vader himself seem primitive, but back in the day, they were as good as it got. Initially, Jedi figures all came with a lightsaber built into their hand that would ignite with a two-piece plastic blade extending at the press of a tab. However, the thinner outer tip of the blade was deemed too fragile and costly, and subsequent toys omitted the second blade piece, making toys like Vader and Luke with the original lightsaber holy grails for vintage Star Wars toy collectors, with one Vader figure selling for $30,000 in 2013. Number 2. Original Monopoly game. It's been tearing unsuspecting families apart over make-believe money and property for 80 years, and if you have just the right version of the game's initial release, you can have something on your hands that's worth more than Park Place and Boardwalk combined. When originally marketed by acclaimed inventor Charles Darrow in 1934, the game came in a white box. Only 1,000 examples of this white box were released before Parker Brothers purchased the rights to the game, re-releasing it in a black box. An intact version of the original white box release could easily be valued in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Number 1. Gundam Fix Platinum. The titular mecha from the franchise-launching 1979 anime series has been recreated in plastic more times than anyone can reasonably count. Produced in collaboration between Bandai and Ginza Tanaka, a Japanese company that specializes in platinum jewelry, the piece also has a 15-karat diamond in its forehead. The total estimated value of the item is $250,000 US, making it one of the most expensive toys ever produced, so long as you stretch the definition of toy a teensy bit.